Hey, it's Chris Aiken from the Classic Metal Show. I want to invite you to be part of a big event that I'll be participating in. I will be appearing at the Western Reserve Book Festival at Hiram College on Saturday, June 21st from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. I will be participating in a reading from my book, Little Victories, A Tale of Divorce, Debauchery, and Finding Happiness, as well as a Q&A session and a panel discussion. I will have books on hand should anyone want to purchase one or get theirs signed. This event is free and open to the public. For more information on the Western Reserve Book Festival, go to www.chrisaikenbooks.com/college or call Dave Everett at 330-569-5353. Come out, have some fun, and hang out at the Western Reserve Book Festival with me, Chris Aiken.
Now, I exchanged email with one of our CMS Radio participants this week.
Oh, yeah? Who's that?
Our good friend Miles the Shoe.
Oh, yeah?
I been listening to his, I don't get to catch his show live on the CMS Radio Network on Fridays.
Okay.
So I check it out on the Spreaker.
Okay.
And we're over 173,000 on Spreaker now.
What does that mean? 173,000?
Or, 273,000 listens.
Oh, look at us go.
Yeah. So, and then we got over 6,000 followers.
Wow.
Which is really weird. And again, this kind of makes me wonder why our good friend Ron Keel, who's a quote-unquote famous guy, he's only got like 100 followers.
Maybe it's because we're better.
No, I don't know if that's it, but
I know that's it. Ron stinks compared to us.
You kidding me?
I love Ron.
He's got like 125 followers and like 2,000 listens.
Well, it's maybe because they're all listening on commercial radio.
They probably are, but it's just like how is it our show doesn't get the love on Spreaker that our show gets?
Well, no one's show in our realm gets the love that ours does. If you think about it, I saw Talking Metal fucking struggling to get to 10,000 or something.
Are they even that high?
I don't even know. I just know that they're fucking douchebags and not doing well.
Well, this is a personal request from me.
Everybody, to me?
No, for everybody who's listening tonight.
Okay.
Our latest addition to the CMS Radio Network is our good friend Miles the Shoe.
Okay.
And he's got his show out there on the Spreaker.
Right.
Just go over to Spreaker.com and in the search, just look for the Shoe.
Okay.
And go listen to his show.
Yeah, it's good.
I would like to see him, exceed some big numbers.
Okay.
Again, I wonder why Ron's show only averages around 100 listens a week. Yeah, we got like 3,000 listens a week on an average.
Right.
And Ron gets like 100.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make sense to me either, but regardless of that, go over there to Ron Keel's show too and listen to his show.
Right.
And join his followers or whatever. I'd like to see our CMS people excel.
Yeah, I would too.
I would like to see everybody over at the Spreaker excel. So go over and visit the Shoe. Go over and visit Ron. But anyway, I was listening
Hold on, real quick before you get there.
Uh-huh.
Talking Metal, 1,970 plays.
Okay, so under 2,000.
34 followers.
There you go.
Awesome.
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead.
What are we at? 6,200 followers now?
Something
like that. It's strange, but I appreciate it. Believe me, I do. But anyway, I was corresponding with the Shoe, and I was listening to his latest show with Miles Kennedy, which I know you're a big fan of.
I most certainly am.
And he has a good way of doing his interviews. He's kind of a laid back guy for 14 years old. I mean, he's very mature in the way that he approaches his interview style.
Sure.
And I complimented him on his his interview style, staying away from the "what's it like" questions.
Right.
Also mastering the technology of being able to have a good phone interview without it sounding like,
hey,
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, I'm a big stickler on the whole audio quality thing. And, in the short amount of time that he's been doing this, he's mastered that.
Right.
So I gave him some critiques and his thoughts on his show and stuff. So he threw me an email back.
Yeah.
He said, "Hey, Neeley, thanks a ton for the advice. I'm trying to get used to extending the show to an hour and having to fill up the half hour after the interview is done." So he usually leads off his show with his featured interview.
Mm-hmm.
He says, "I want to bring a guest co-host from time to time so I have someone to talk to and eventually maybe a permanent guest host." Or a permanent co-host is probably what he means.
Well, here's the first piece of advice. No one with a hole.
Exactly.
No chicks.
So here's Miles' little tip of the hat to us.
Right.
I absolutely love the CMS.
Foolish boy.
In my math class, the teacher lets us listen to music.
Okay.
And I always get caught up on the shows that I've missed in that time. So while everybody's listening to their iPods and stuff, Miles is listening to the CMS.
Nice.
I'm going to try and tune in tonight. That's tonight right now.
Right.
But Saturday nights are usually when everybody's hanging out. I usually don't get tuned in until really late when everyone else is asleep.
Sure.
But thanks again, Miles. Rock on, Miles the Shoe Schuman.
And the shoe is in the chat.
There he is.
He is.
So, I want to see that kid excel and succeed and do well.
Yeah, well, he does a good show.
He does.
And I like it.
So I want everybody who listens to the Classic Metal Show via the Spreaker or the CMS Radio Network or the iTunes or the YouTube or wherever it is you listen, go over to Spreaker.com and just look for The Shoe or Miles the Shoe.
All right, Miles the Shoe or Rock and Metal Revival.
And Ron Keel's show.
No. I'm asking you. Miles the Shoe.
Oh, which one do I like better?
Yeah. Or Rock and Metal Revival.
Man, now you're asking me to pick sides. I don't want.
Am.
Yeah, you are asking me to pick sides. I like both shows. I'm not going to be a pussy about this. I like Red and Jerry. Obviously, we've known them for a long time.
Sure.
I'm going to go only because it's so new. I'm going to go with The Shoe.
All right. Miles the Shoe, or this is an easy one, or Maximum Threshold.
Oh, definitely Miles.
Miles the Shoe or Decibel Geek.
Oh, I'll go with Miles. The Decibel Geek needs a little work.
You really think so?
Not in the presentation, just in the audio quality and stuff.
I love the Decibel Geek.
I know you like that show. I don't have a problem with any of these shows. You're just putting me on the spot.
Right.
Because you're comparing apples to oranges to all these things.
All right. Miles the Shoe or Ron Keel?
Ron Keel.
Ron Keel over Miles the Shoe.
Yep.
I don't think Ron has half the talent of the show. You think of that?
Well, that's not to say any show is bad or good. I'm just saying that everybody brings their own flavor to the table.
Right. I'll bring one that you have to say is bad. Miles the Shoe or the Couch of Metal?
You know what? I'm going to say audio quality, Miles.
Right.
Bob needs a little work.
Yeah, Bob needs some work on that audio quality.
He does. He
but
does.
I love the Couch of Metal.
I do too. I love the show, dude. You're asking me to, you're asking me to compare apples to oranges here.
There you go. Good question, Miles. Miles the Shoe or Eddie Trunk?
I'll listen to the Shoe over Eddie.
Well,
I'm so sick of the overblown I me I.
All right, Eddie Trunk or Maximum Threshold?
Oh, Eddie Trunk. You know what the thing is when I come to Akron, this is my goal in June.
Yeah.
When I come to Akron, I want to go meet with Dom.
Okay.
And I want to see what these guys are doing.
Right.
Because their show is it's just distracting.
There's a lot of noise.
There is a lot of noise.
Right.
I can't take it. and I have listened to their show and it's just like I can't take this noise.
Yeah, there's a lot of noise.
There's a lot of noise.
All right, Miles the Shoe or the Geek Show, the Rock and Roll Geek Show?
Miles the Shoe or Rock and Roll Geek Show? Are you talking Michael Butler here?
Michael Butler.
Oh, the Shoe by far.
What show would you not listen to over Miles the Shoe?
Not listen to? Would I, if I had only listened to one show or the other?
D. Snyder?
Yeah, I don't like D. Snyder. I mean, I like him as a person, but I don't like the House of Hair.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
Because he just plays all the hits.
Yeah. Alice Cooper, doesn't he have a show?
Yeah, he does nights with Alice Cooper. I'm not impressed with that. This is the problem I have with this.
Yeah.
D. Snyder has a rich background in the business. I mean, he's been everywhere, done a lot of stuff, played a lot with a lot of people. Mm-hmm. And same way with Alice Cooper. Alice Cooper has been around for 40 plus years.
Sure.
And he's got this show, nationally syndicated radio show.
Yep.
But he doesn't do anything with it.
Yeah, he doesn't tell any stories about the
and then he plays the most popular tracks that the radio stations already play.
Yeah, even from his own catalog. He doesn't even go deep in his own catalog.
That's my point. It's just like you're Alice Cooper. Don't you have something to share that is just off the cuff?
Yeah, really.
You know, that's just different than what your stupid commercial radio shows are already playing?
Yeah, really.
So it's just I have a problem with that.
I don't understand why they don't just, you know what, D. Snyder especially, the guy doesn't have to play any music. He could just talk.
He could. And the whole thing, hey, all right, these guys got a new album out. It's the Bullet Boys. Here's Smooth Up In Ya. It's like, really? Dude, really?
It's like, dude, you've toured with all these fuckers. Why don't you be like, hey, you know, we were out with the Bullet Boys, and guess what? Mark Torian was doing Lines of Ants. You know, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Just tell some good stories.
And here's THC Groove.
Yeah, you know, as much as I hate this guy, it's one of the reasons that, in a weird way, The Sixth Sense is okay. Because Nikki does tell stories.
Sure.
And I hate that show, you know, just because I fucking detest Nikki. I find him to be a fucking degenerate piece of garbage. But if I had to listen to one, I would take Nikki's show over most of these.
Okay, well, at least he's not like this commercial show.
No, I mean he sort of is, and
yeah, but he doesn't pander to the most popular thing.
No, not at all. I mean he does tell some Motley show stories and, you know, some funny shit and some good stuff here and there, but yeah, he's definitely better than these other guys, that's for sure.
Yeah, I just don't like. I like these shows. Don't get me wrong. I like the fact that there are some, you know, people out there who have the opportunity to bring a show that caters to hard rock, heavy metal into a commercial forum. But why do you got to stick to what everybody else is doing already?
Because these guys wasted all their money when they were young and they're broke. So they have to pander to the man.
Yeah, see, I just wish they would stretch out a little bit and do something that's a little bit different.
That's why I'm surprised by Alice Cooper. Because Alice Cooper, you got to think Alice Cooper has money, don't you?
Well, I don't think it's about the money for Alice. I just think that it's just a commercial entity for him, and it probably doesn't take him more than an hour to do it.
Yeah, but you would think that somebody would just say, dude, fucking stretch out. Don't play $1 billion babies. You know, play fucking track 9 on the first album.
Well, again, who's his demographic? Who is he? A
bunch of old guys.
Yeah, but who is he? Who does he have to answer to? Let's just put it that way.
Well, probably some corporate douche.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, dude, you know, if you just play, election over, Cold Ethel, I think that would have gone over better.
Yeah, it's like, fuck off. But that's where he's got to be the one to say, hey, fuck off. You know who does it right? Little Steven.
Well, because he does this whole garage show.
Yeah, but he doesn't play anything anybody's ever heard except him.
Right.
And that's a kick-ass show.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, but he does it right. He doesn't give a fuck. He's made his millions and he doesn't care.
Well, see, there's a guy that if he lost his show, it wouldn't matter.
No, it wouldn't matter at all. He'll be back for season 3 of whatever that fucking weird show is.
That show over there in the snow country.
Lilyhammer.
Yeah, Lilyhammer, yeah. Did you enjoy that?
Second season was tough to watch.
Really? Just because of all the violence and the gay stuff?
All the gay stuff.
It was just too gay.
It was like watching Tim James home movies.
Is it just that the ice and the snow causes you to be gay or something?
I think, man, I don't know what they were going for with that, but the first season was awesome.
Right.
And then the second season, every other scene was another guy taking a dick in the ass. And it was like, dude, really? Come on.
It's just like, why are you involved with this?
Yeah, it's like, well, and he writes it.
It's just like, why are you Swedish people so involved with taking a dick up the ass?
And every time you turned around, there was another guy getting railed in the ass.
Right.
It was like, oh, come on. Tim James would have been fucking cringing a little bit.
I think the only episode that really stood out is when they did a little tip of the hat to The Sopranos.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
That was good. But, I mean, I like that show. I'll definitely be there for season 3.
Yeah, I can't wait till that comes out. But, man, I wish he'd just kind of lay off the gayness.
Yeah, no kidding. Now, here, since we're all over the map and now we're talking TV, are you excited for 2 weeks from now or a month from now or whatever it is for Orange is the New Black season 2?
You know what? I got to catch up on the other back episodes yet.
Oh, you haven't watched that whole thing yet?
Dude, there's just so much to watch. It's just, I'm just... You know, I get caught up in these documentaries, then I get caught up in these series. Like I'm two episodes behind on Archer right now.
Oh well, you're way more caught up than me. I'm 2 episodes into season 4,
and you know I'm like rewatching the Louis episodes.
Oh yeah.
So you know, and because that whole clip that I played last week about Opie and Anthony and Amy Schumer,
right,
doing that whole Opie thing, I had to go back and start watching the series again.
Sure. Dude, are you like me? Now, you cut your cable, what, a year ago?
Almost a year ago.
And I cut mine 3 years ago. I honestly believe that I watch more television now than I ever did when I had cable.
I would agree with that.
It's because of the Roku. You just end up watching more shit.
Look at Kim in Chicago. This is straight up coffee talk with Chris and Neeley.
Hey, that's fine. Whatever. It's coffee talk.
It's true.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, whoever said that, Zodiac, you're goddamn right. Vikings is the best show on television. Better than the fucking Sons of Anarchy. Better than anything. Best show. I'm going to say it now. Best show ever to be on television.
Okay. I haven't even started that one yet.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Are you slacking?
Well, again,
every show you're watching.
Well, the thing is, dude, is you work from home and you have that luxury of turning the TV on during the day. Mm-hmm. I don't have that luxury.
Drop everything you're doing.
All right, I'm going to shut the mic off now, and I'm going to go downstairs and start watching.
Log out of the show tonight. Good night, everybody. We're going to go watch Vikings season 1.
Right.
Fuck off. And you know what? If you did that right now, if you turned off the show, said, hey, fuck all these people, we're going to go and watch Vikings instead, you'd be happy you did it.
Sure.
That show rocks. That is by far. Do you know how much I love Sons? I'm wearing a Sons of Anarchy t-shirt as we speak.
Right.
I would, if I had to watch one show, it would be Vikings over Sons.
Well, look at Kim in Chicago. I am completely caught up on Archer. Thank you very much.
Look at Kim in Chicago. I completely agree with Chris. Vikings does rule the universe.
Dude, I'm telling you, again, I haven't seen the Vikings thing. I'm gonna make a concerted effort to start watching that this week.
If I could be Ragnar Lothbrok, I would be.
Sure.
I'm just gonna say that now. I would cut my hair like him. I'd get the weird mohawk thing going, the tattoo on the side of the head. I would be Ragnar Lothbrok. He's the coolest of all the cool ever.
Right.
And what's weird is you watch it, and the whole time you're sitting there going, man, he's just like fucking Jax. Even though he's a Viking.
Right.
It's people, with a fucking hatchet.
Well, when Sons of Anarchy first came out, it was like the Sopranos on motorcycles.
Yeah, it was. And I remember you busted my balls for years to watch Sons.
And now it's Vikings, so it's like Sons of Anarchy on boats.
Yeah, dude, the Vikings, it's different. It's definitely different than that. But man, because I love the violence so much, the Vikings is great. Every fucking show. is so goddamn violent. And look at Diamond Ryan. Even though he's a queer, he does have one good point. Ragnar is God. He's absolutely right.
Sure.
Ragnar Lothbrok,
Right.
God.
Nice.
Fucking great character.
Sure.
But Diamond, you're still a dick.
Nice segue. All right.
All right, let's do something.
Well, I say we get into this brainstorm interview.
All right,
Get that out of the way.
I mean, let's listen to this.
What are you saying? You're not enjoying the Germans?
Let me just say, this is a pre-recorded interview, and it's 9 minutes long.
You didn't have anything good to say?
He didn't have nothing to say. This is definitely one. I know Blabbermouth will pick it up, so we did it. Period.
Well, we could use the publicity, right?
We'll take the love from Blabbermouth, but yeah, I'm going to tell everybody now. This is a really good time to go take a piss.
Sure. And I'm going to run out to the mailbox and go see if my Mikey invite is out there.
Perfect time. Don't take too long, because if you do, there'll be dead space on the air, because that's really a short interview.
Really? Now, the reason it was short was why?
Because I had no interest in what he was saying.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, what a horrible thing to say.
I had nothing. You listen for yourself. You can even listen to me. You could tell I'm bored. You can literally tell that I'm bored in this interview.
Okay.
But I did it because I want the press.
Sure.
Look, Phil Lew's Brainstorm is not an interesting band. Good point. Their music's good. I like their music, but talking to Torsten, whatever his name is, Torsten Uterus or whatever his name is.
Uterus?
Whatever his name is, Torsten Ilstead or something.
Torsten Uterus.
Whatever, same thing. That's a more exciting name than anything I could call him.
All right.
Yeah, he really didn't have a lot going on.
All right. All right, well, I'm going to play a tune here from Brainstorm. This is called Erased by Dark.
There we go.
So here's Brainstorm. We'll be back in a few minutes. Go get a drink, whatever it is you need to do, and we'll bring you some more stuff.
All right.
Here's Brainstorm exclusively here
on your Classic Metal Show.
Hi, this is Torsten from Brainstorm, and you're listening to the Classic Metal Show.